All right, so this is just a little moment to do an introduction for what's going to be a fairly long, rambly video while I'm outside exploring a little town called Belmont. I just finished a ride this evening on my indoor trainer. Yesterday was when I did that long, rambling ride, which was actually my second ride of the night. So at the end of this, you'll actually see 3 ride reports, 2 from yesterday, 1 from just now. And this is all kind of me psyching myself up to do my first race, possibly tomorrow, although I've got a conflict, so let's just say it's unlikely. I'm gonna reach out to the race organizer and find out if I can come late. The only reason that's even a possibility is because it's a time trial race rather than a Peloton race. I don't know what they call it, but in other words, we don't all ride together. We set off each on a fixed cadence, so one person, then a fixed amount of time later, another person, etc. And each person gets timed for a specific distance. And the fastest time wins, but you're not actually in the moment competing against each other. Anyway, so what that means is that at least theoretically, I could show up a little bit late, maybe 10 or 15 minutes, and possibly still participate. We'll see. At any rate, here's my ramble, and then my race reports. I'm hanging out here, just exploring the town of Belmont. Let's do that again. I'm exploring the town of Belmont, riding around through the neighborhood. Oh, now I've got a big, well, short but steep hill. Oof, oof, oof. Some effort. Car passing. Not that you care about all these little details, but this is just me taking my bike out in my car and then kind of exploring and, going down every cul-de-sac, every little twist and turn in the streets, looking at old houses, new houses. I just went through a neighborhood where like every third house had an RV, big one too, usually, trailer, and I was like, that's a trend in this neighborhood, because they ain't anywhere else in this town. Anyway, so I'm just zigzagging my way through the town. A few minutes ago, I did a trial of a time trial route. So I have joined the London Centennial Wheelers cycling club, and I decided I'd like to try out the upcoming 15-kilometer time trial route, which is basically starts in the middle of this town, Belmont, and then goes 15 kilometers, but that's 7.5 out and then back. And so I tried it out. It was no problem, really. The only thing is I missed my turnaround point. Duh! How did I do that? Oh, it's because when I looked on the map, it looked like the street name was Elgin something or other. But when I got there, the street sign, when I got where I thought I was supposed to go to, the street sign wasn't Elgin, whatever. And I'm really confused and puzzled, and the thing that I'm using for GPS said that I hadn't gotten there yet. So I decided to keep going and see if something obvious was amiss. But then I realized, even worse, my GPS thing wasn't updating. So actually, I didn't know how far I had gone at all. Well, I got it to update, and Turns out I was about a kilometer past my turnaround point. It had indeed been where I had expected it to be. And so instead of doing 15 kilometers, I did 17 kilometers. Obviously not the end of the world, but you will see that ride report shortly after this little video segment. You will also see my exploratory crawl through the town of Belmont. I'm going very slow. I'm not pushing. This is more just for personal interest and fun. I love looking at old houses and seeing what people do with their yards and their cars and stuff like that. I had a little interaction with a young child. I was circling a cul-de-sac and this, I would guesstimate, 3-year-old said, "Who are you?" She was on her bicycle with her brother. Tiny bicycle, by the way. Anyway, I turned around and I said, "Who are you?" Her mom was there and they laughed. And anyway, that was kind of fun. I complimented her on her nice bike, of course. And yeah, so that's what's going on. Anyway, you'll see the ride report in a minute.